Hi guys, good morning. I really wanted to make a video today because I got into this YouTube channel that I just discovered actually this morning, and I watched like 4 of his videos and I already love his content. It's called Better Ideas, and it's like a white bald guy, and he just makes different videos. Like one was how to change your life in a year, which I really liked. And he was just talking about like creating small habits, because your habits are pretty much what predict your future. It's not, you don't really interact with a certain goal you have immediately. You interact with the habits you make to get to that goal. And one quote he said was, if your day-to-day, how did it go? If your day is just a means to an end, or yeah, if your day is just a means to an end, then your life is just a means to an end. And I really liked that quote. Because it's true. Like if you're just getting by every day, going to your 9 to 5 on survival mode, getting money just for it to go straight to your utilities, and then you go to sleep, wake up, do the next thing, or do the same thing the next day, that's a means to an end. And I was living like that for a bit when I was in Virginia, and I haven't been living like that for the past year and a half because I'm back at home for stability. And you know, I got into real estate school and trying to think long term and just discover myself more. But anyways, there's that video, and then he did another one that I really liked, and it was called How Being Yourself is Destroying You, or How Being Yourself is Ruining Your Life, something like that. If you look them up, it starts off with how being yourself, and it says it's like is destroying you or is hurting you, something like that. And that one I really liked because he kind of just got into how, like, yeah, you don't have to be like hard on yourself, but if you're very self-complacent and you know certain things aren't the best for you, but you're like, yeah, it's whatever, that's in a form, it's self-sabotage. And he just kind of started getting into that and started getting into habits and daily habits and yada yada. I definitely liked hearing what he had to say. But it made me want to make a video for goals that I have for myself for this year. So as you guys know, who keep up with my channel, I'm moving back to Virginia. Escrow actually is closing a bit early. We're expected to close September 23rd instead of September 28th. We might even close earlier. We have the final home walkthrough this Saturday, which is tomorrow, the 17th. So if they're ready, we could probably be out by the 20th. Fingers crossed. But anyways, this month I'm moving to Virginia, so I am starting a new life out there. I'm so fucking excited. So I feel like this is a good time to make this video, because a year from now I'll be in Virginia for a year, and we'll see if I achieved anything that I talk about today. One major thing that's in my mind is my physicality. So back in high school, I used to weigh 240 pounds, but my average daily weight for a long time was about 215 to 220. And right now I'm at my current, like, heaviest for me being more fit, and I'm about like 174. I'm really up and down from like 165 to 174. The smallest I ever been was 147. I miss those days. No, but when I was 147, I had absolutely no muscle. Like, everything I lost was cardio. So now, a goal for myself I have from a year from now is to, I want to say I almost hit my prime, but I don't know what my prime necessarily is, and I feel like it may take longer than a year. I don't know, but I want to be in the best shape that I've ever been in, even including when I was 147. My goal weight, I want to say, is like 155. So if I could get to my 150s, and I know I fucking can. I know I can. That's only like 15 to 20 pounds away. But I want to be muscle, or I want to have muscle, but slim. I definitely want to be toned up. So that's a big goal of mine. Another goal, get back into real estate school and pass my exam and gain more knowledge about the industry. Another big goal of mine is to make something out of my journals. So a lot of people don't know, but I kickstarted a little journal business because I figured out how I can make my own journals and design them myself and publish them. now it's just getting a target audience and selling them. And I think I have friends who, you know, they will support me and buy some, but I made an Instagram page, but I haven't continued it because then I got focused on selling the house and all that. And I told myself, you know what? I'm going to really focus on this once I'm settled in Virginia, because there's no distractions. I'm not, you know, moving from one place to the other. And that may just be an excuse, because there's people that could do so much. And they're like, oh yeah, I guess I kickstarted off this business while I'm moving countries and yada yada. It probably is just an excuse, because I probably can't start it, but I kind of did start it. I just haven't started selling. I published some journals. I have some prints at home, but they're packed up right now. And I've also made more designs that are ready. They're ready to purchase. So I definitely have journals to start, but I really, really want to find a vendor who would accept my journals and sell them. I was thinking of Second and Charles, which is a bookstore. You could give them used books and they sell them, and you can either get store credit or cash back. But that's for like people giving away books that they don't want anymore. I don't know if they do anything with selling journals. I have no clue, but I love that store, so I'm definitely gonna go and try there. There's a place in Williamsburg called Bazaar Outlet or Bazaar something, but that's in Williamsburg. So I think it'd be really cool if I found or if I could become a vendor for some location. But I definitely want to get my journal selling in the next year. That's a huge goal. I'm even more excited to do that than to get into real estate school. Let's see. What other goals do I have? It's hard thinking of everything like on camera, but I don't know. I want to be successful in my life, you know. I want to be, and what does success mean? People could be like, okay, yeah, you can say you want to be successful in your life, but that itself isn't going to get you to where you want to be. I envision myself living somewhat of a bougie life, okay? I'm not going to lie. Do you guys know who Jennifer Tilly is? Okay, Jennifer Tilly is the woman who played Tiffany Valentine in Chucky. She's a world star poker player. She is such a big inspiration of mine. I absolutely fucking love Jennifer Tilly. She is so outstandingly beautiful. She seems so free-spirited, yet so intelligent. She's 63, looks amazing. And she is so bougie, yet she still has, like, you know, everyone has like their casual days. Like, I just love the life it looks like she lives. Not to say I know she goes through her challenges and stuff, and Instagram people just post the happiest moments of their life, yada yada. But this woman posts like every day. Like, she like vlogs about her day-to-day life. She kind of reminds me how I am on Snapchat and stuff. Like, I could see myself having a personality like that when I'm older. And I want to be happy and just content where I'm at in life at 63, how she is. I refuse to be old and bitter, and like, as a server, I have witnessed the rudest fucking old people, and I always feel bad because how people treat me as a server, I see it as a reflection of just how they feel about themselves or whatever. But so many fucking bitter ass old people, it's like they go out to look to ruin someone's day. And I don't know, maybe to ruin a younger person. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But it's like, I feel bad for them, but I'm like, God, you are fucking rude. I would never want to be like you. I will never be like you, you know? And they push me to want to not have any huge regrets in my life and pursue the things that I do want to pursue, even if they can sound goofy. And Jennifer Tilly, like, she sparked something in me that I'm just like, I could be like that. I could have a life like that. And oh God, you guys, go on her Instagram, Jennifer Tilly. Ah, I love you, Jennifer. If you ever watch this, I fucking love you. I love how free-spirited she seems, and she's just always been herself. This shit's gonna turn into my goals from a year to a whole video of why I love Jennifer Tilly. I don't know, maybe this video will kind of turn into like long-term goals. Another long-term goal that I have, I never spoken, well, I'm not gonna say never, I've talked about it with a few friends, but I think it'd be so cool to open up my own like training center someday. That's a goal or like a vision I've had in my mind since I started losing some weight and getting more confident in myself. I think it'd be nice because I have my own story, and I feel like I'll just meet so many other women who have their stories or are going through their journey, and I think I'd be a really fun instructor because I would do like a Zumba dance type of thing, like dancing, upbeat, for sure, like cardio based, maybe with some weights. But yeah, I'll definitely be like, woo, let's go! Like, I don't know, like I'm very hyper, and I could just see me having the personality to instruct a class like that. But that's a long-term goal. And see, to get to that long-term goal, I need to get to my 1-year goal, which is getting to my prime fitness, because I'm not trying to instruct a class and I'm here fucking running out of breath and not being able to talk in the mic, you know? Because you know I'm about to have one of those mics, like, who's ready to work out today? Woo woo. Hold on. But, what other goals do I have? Let's see. So my journals. Start selling my journals. Get into amazing shape. I've been slacking off a bit with that. I still work out, like I still go to the gym and all that, but I need to stop having those days where I overload on sugar. I ate 3 drumsticks last night. This is my confession. Oh my gosh, I'm not proud of it, but it was really good last night. But see, stuff like that I need to stop doing. Anyways, I got those. Get back into real estate school. Pass my exam. Get into a good brokerage. I'm honestly really nervous to restart the whole real estate stuff. Everyone tells me I'm gonna be a good realtor, and I feel like I would be, like, especially with the customer service and getting to know people. I'm just not gonna lie, I get scared with all the knowledge that I have to know because I'm getting into law. I have to know to not get myself screwed over, sued, or just not let other agents walk over me, or I need to be very firm with boundaries and have thick skin, and that stuff's intimidating, but I know that's calling me to like my highest self to be firm like that and be able to take criticism when it's given, and also be able to accept knowledge. You know, there's people that don't want to hear anything from anyone. They think they know it all. I know I'm not a know-it-all. I'm the opposite of a know-it-all. Like, tell me what I need to know. I am like a sponge. I am absorbing everything I could get, and I'm probably gonna have to be told repetitively because I do have problems with short-term memory. So yeah, there's that. Meet new people. Moving out here, I never expected to meet the group of friends that I made. I met them all through this girl Sophia, and then they just became really cool, supportive friends who kept me super entertained while I was living here. So I definitely want to meet more people that I share either common ground with, who inspire me to go towards my higher self even more, if I worded that right. I never expected to meet Avery out here, who's my trainer. I learned so much from that dude. Let's see, what else? Another goal of mine, I don't know if it's gonna happen a year from now, so I don't know. See how I'm saying it's kind of going off a year. I want to move out again. And it may not be in this year because my mom's like, you have to live with us in our new house. So what we're doing, we're going to Virginia. My dad's renting a house to fix his credit. And we're going to be, he says 6 months to a year. It's going to be a year. It might even be more than a year because once they buy a house, he's thinking about building a house from the ground up. Unless he ends up finding a house that they absolutely fall in love with. But I can also see him building a house from the ground up, and that takes time. And my mom really, really, really wants me to live in it with them. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see where I'm at in life. But I guess what I could say for this year, a goal of mine is to become financially stable enough for if I do want to move out, I could do it without fear, or being nervous. Another goal for this year is get a job. Because you guys know I quit my serving job, and I'm not gonna get another job until I move. But I'm getting my commission check. I have a good chunk in my savings, so I'm set. But yeah, get another job. I really want to be a golf cart attendant. I think that'd be so fun. I told my dad that, and he was like, Alicia, you're moving backwards. And I was like, what do you mean? It's a good job, quick tips. I rack up my savings. He was like, and he said something, he was like, no, the goal is to get out of the serving, because it's still like serving. I'm just serving on wheels, because, you know, I'm serving like the golf players and all that, make sure if they're good with drinks, stuff like that. Same idea of serving. It's just not fast paced like that. But he had said I was moving backwards, and when he said that, I was like, but it just sounds fun. But he wants me to get into a more serious job, which I totally understand. And I like that he sees, like, he pushes me to do that too, because it even has me second guessing, like, should I don't know. And then my mom's like, no, do it. And I'm like, it's a good job for good money, I mean, for good tips, you know. He said that he knows someone who could get me into selling solar, and immediately when he told me that, I was like, boring. That's my immature side, I feel like, as selling solar, I looked it up. Someone who sells solar can easily make $100,000 in a year. How fucking amazing would that be if I became a sales rep for solar, and then a real estate agent, and then I let my clients know, oh, you're looking to get solar installed, here's my business card, make a commission off that. Like, it makes sense. But the way my brain works, it's like, I want to do something that I'm genuinely passionate about, that brings me excitement, and money brings me excitement, which is why I'm like, but at the same time, I don't know, I have to look more into the solar. I really do. It sounds great money wise and everything, and I totally get why he brought up me being in that field, and with him being kind of involved in that field, because he's an electrician, he's working with plumbers and construction, like all the house fields. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up doing it, but I just want to get a good income rolling, or I don't know where that's gonna lead me job wise, but I would love to be confident enough to move out, or to think about moving out if I want to. I would definitely move with Lauren. She would be my roommate again. Right now she's living with the guy Alex, but I'll snatch her back up. Let's see. So yeah, I crave that independence. Like, I love being with my parents again and everything, but the fact that they're moving back with me to Virginia, I'm like, you guys are in the same state now. That's all I wanted. And I don't know how long I want to like actually live in the house with them. But then again, it's going to be for a bit, because I'm going into real estate school. I got fees to pay and all that, and I just need to get situated and comfortable. Another goal of mine, I don't know if it'll happen in a year. And I feel bad saying this, because like, it's really up to me. Like, if it could happen in a year, I can make it happen in a year. But a part of me, like, I'm doubtful, because I'm like, I don't think I can do it. But then maybe that's like me thinking that it's what's stopping me, you know. And I don't know, like, I catch myself on it, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to think realistically, but then I'm like, my perception of my reality is what creates my reality. So I don't know, I'm like, I want to get my car paid off sooner than later. I'm gonna get it paid off eventually, but sooner than later. My car, how much do I have left? I have about 17 grand left on my car, a little over 17 grand. It's close to 18 grand, but it's a few hundred left. I think maybe like 17,500 about. If I get a commission salary, I could pay it off like that. I'm getting like, thought I was gonna get like 12 grand off this house, but I totally forgot my brokerage takes a 30% commission. So I think they're gonna take like 3 grand. So I think I'm gonna make like 9 grand off the house. But let's say that, right? 9 grand plus I have a little less than 10 grand in my account now. But let's just say 9 plus 10, 19 grand. Pay off my car, boom. I still have a little over $1 grand left. I'm not gonna do that because I like having a high savings. But if I do make a commission salary, I could pay my car off so fast, and that would be so amazing, because once I get my car paid off, this car, if I make it's $423 a month. I usually round it up to $425. So if I pay that month to month, it'll take me almost 6 years to pay off my car. About 5 more years now, because I've had this car for a year. But if I just paid it off, I'm driving my car around paid off. Now I could afford to get my windows tinted. I could get carpool play, which is something that's kind of another goal. I want to get carpool play in my car. And it just depends if it's able to install in this car or not, because I guess some cars you can't do it. If I can, I want to get carpool play. I think that's something else I would do for sure. Another yearly goal, this is like a material one. I guess this one is too. My laser removal. I grow more hair than the average woman who has less testosterone in her system. And I deal with like the plucky sides, like of the bikini line. I'm getting laser removal. And that's honestly a reward I was going to give myself after I make this commission. But I want to get a job first before I do that, because I don't want to just waste my money on a laser appointment and then a couple months go by, I still don't have a job, and then I'm like lower $1,000 or $2,000 because of the laser removal. And no. So after I get a job, I want to get my laser removal. What other goals? Let's see. I hope my goals sound okay. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have good, reasonable goals, but I can't help compare myself to other people's goals at times. I feel like this is a human thing, but I try not getting wrapped up in that. So yeah, I got my journals, my fitness and health. I got, let's see, paying off my car eventually, wanting to become financially stable enough to have the confidence to move out. What was another one I had? Passed my real estate exam, joined a brokerage, a good brokerage, a supportive brokerage with minimal fees. Also, like, I really pray to God that I don't get stuck with I'll only get stuck with the crappy brokerage if I settle for a crappy brokerage. So I just pray that I find a good brokerage, like Side. I was under Side, which is like the big company that owns the brokerage, Elevate Real Estate. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. I just want to become more active. I want to be able to run faster. I want to be like athletic. I know, I guess right now people will consider me athletic, but I can't run crazy. The fastest mile I've ever run is 8 minutes and 47 seconds, and I have not gone back to that time limit. Now, if I push myself, I could probably do a mile in like 10 minutes. And that's saying a lot because I used to do cardio so much. I need to get back to more cardio for sure. Joining a gym, that's not really a goal. It's something I'm going to do, but be extremely consistent with them. I want to join One Life Fitness. It's an open gym, but they also have like Zumba classes, kickboxing, which is awesome. And they have a giant pool. Get better at swimming. That I just came up with that one on the spot. Why not? Swimming works out everything, and there's a pool at that gym where I could do laps. That'd be another goal. Get better at swimming. What popped in my head, it's not really, I don't know, I don't want to say it's a goal. Find love. I think that's kind of my girly side. I'm like, no. I don't know. If that's not a giant goal, but it would be nice to meet someone to grow with. Yeah. I've been single pretty much my whole life. Never had a real relationship, ever. I've had 2 boyfriends. One was from 8th grade. I was 14, on and off, up until I met him when I was 13. And it was on and off until I was 16. We stopped talking for a year. Talked to him more when I was 17 to 18. Yeah, it's crazy. That feels like so long to me. And now I'm about to be 23 in November, so it was forever ago. But his name was Josh, and that was like my first like high school love. But not a real relationship. Out of all those years that I known that dude, I've had like 2 conversations with his mom. One was when she was dropping him off, and he was coming out of his car, and I was like, hi. And another time is when she saw me in his room, and she was like, you are so beautiful, you got porcelain skin. And I was like, thanks, bitch. No, I didn't say that, but that's not a real relationship, is my point. And then another one was this little dude. He was literally like 4'11", and I'm 5'6". I've been the same height forever now, and I was like 240 pounds then, so I look like his mama bear. But that wasn't even a real boyfriend. Like, We were never actually like labeled as boyfriend and girlfriend. We just kind of started dating. He never like officially asked me out, but we were just like a thing. I don't know. Like, we treat each other like boyfriend, girlfriend. But again, in high school. After that, nothing. Like, the most dating I've ever done is this year, for sure. But yeah, I would say find love. Find someone that is just support, growth, no sneakiness. Like, I hate fucking lying. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like a fucking whole saint and say I never lie. One thing I always say, people who say they never lie are liars. Everyone lies. I could simply tell my mom, oh, I'm gonna go to Petco to go get Gizmo some pet food, but then I'm surprising her with the cupcake for her birthday. It was an innocent lie for a surprise for her, but I still lied. Just a little innocent lie for the sake of surprising her is still a lie. But anyways, I just want someone who's honest for the most part, like I am. I think I'm a pretty straightforward person. The most I do is maybe sugarcoat, and then I'll be like, okay, fine. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but that's like the furthest I'll go. But I'm a pretty upfront person. And I just want someone to be honest with me like that. Like, I hate the sneakiness, hate the lying, the cheating, the deceit. Like, oh, I don't get it. And I go, why do you guys do that so much? Like, it's just so normalized that it scares me to get into a relationship, because men a lot of times just think with their fucking dick. And then I don't ever want to catch myself in a situation where, like, I don't know. I just want to be with someone that I know I want to be with. Because why would I be with someone when I could still be single, and then like one day I'm like at the bar or something and a cute guy approaches me and I'm like, oh my God, he's cute. But I can't, in my head I'm like, I can't flirt with him because so-and-so's back at home. No, then I'm just gonna stay single, because I want to be with someone that, like, I don't even care how attractive you are. You ain't getting my time of day. I don't know. I think that's another reason I never had a real boyfriend, because I've always been like that. Like, I just can't date anyone. I have to really, really, really be into, and it's really hard for me to be that into a guy and to trust a guy that much to label him as my boyfriend. So yeah, I guess that's another one. It's not a major one, but I feel like it's kind of time. I'm gonna be 23. Who am I to say it's time? God's like looking at me like, girl, it's your time when I say it's your time. But it would just be nice. I don't know. It's like, we're literally just best friends that make out. That's how I see it. Like, me and Lauren, we're best friends. We fucking grew so much together. We motivate each other for bettering our futures. I'm in real estate. She's in business. We're both working on our fitness goals, especially when we're together. Like, I want that, but plus, like, the sex and all that with the man. And I feel like I'm starting to get up in that age where I'm like, I want to experience my first commitment to someone. A first real commitment where I meet his parents, he meets my parents, our parents have family barbecues, and yada yada. I want all that shit. Family trips, yada yada. It's really fun. Yeah, or sounds really fun. So yeah, that's another goal. That, I think that goal alone is like the one I talked about the most. Jesus Christ, that's sad. Let's see, what else do I have? What else? I really want to do a Spartan race, or like a color run, something like that. I think what I'm gonna do, because I want to do a Spartan race once I'm a bit more fit. That's just an excuse though, because I was talking to, see, I like that I call myself out. Like, this is why I like making these videos. Damn, this video is 28 minutes right now. It's about to be 29. Now I feel like I have to rush. Oh, there's people that are completely out of shape that do Spartan races. So I really shouldn't even say that. So yeah, I want to do something like a color run where we run, I want to say like a 3-mile one, because I know I could achieve that. But then again, I could just train, and then before you know it, maybe when the time comes, I want to do a 5-mile one. The point is, I want to do a run, and I would love to do one with Liam, because I know he's into all that stuff too. And then I want to do a Spartan race. I think that'd be super fun, and whoever wants to do one with me could do it, or I could just do it by myself. People always say, do things by yourself, don't wait on your friends. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I have friends that I know would be down for it, and they're fun to be with. So I'm like, let's fucking do it together. Like, if you've thought about doing it, but you never done it because you don't have a friend, I'm like, let's go, you know? Let's see. So there's those. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of more stuff. But now that I'm literally about to hit 30 minutes, I feel like my video is long enough. Yeah, I think I did okay for a year. I could come up with so many goals, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to make year goals that are achievable for me, where I feel like I don't have like this deadline where I have to cram all this shit in, and then I'm like overwhelming myself and getting down on myself if I don't achieve something. I don't know. I feel like my goals seem reasonable. Yeah, if I come up with anything else, I could update my video before I upload it. But I feel like I got most of them for this year out of my chest. I want to become more emotionally invested in my family. I think that's another one. I am very close to my parents, but I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so my dad, he's technically my stepdad, but he's my dad. He's raised me since I was 9. Him and I are very close. Like, we don't have a bad relationship at all. We get along, we joke around, we're good. But him and I think are both awkward when it comes to talking about our emotions. I've always been awkward with getting vulnerable. That's another goal. I want to become more vulnerable without thinking it's weird. And I think I'm already on that journey. I've come a long way. Will be more self-expressive for sure. But I want to become more expressive. Just, I don't know. And I'm starting that by making these videos too. Being able to express my thoughts out loud rather than just keeping them all in my head. So yeah, I definitely want to be able to be more vulnerable. Not so defensive. I don't think I'm super defensive, but I can be. I've gotten defensive a couple times. That's a little toxic trait I have for sure. But anyways, I want to be able to have more emotionally open conversations with my dad, because I feel like him and I, we could talk about a lot of things, but when it comes about like our feelings towards certain issues, we kind of stay closed off. Like with me, okay, so when I was younger, my dad, he used to, like, not always, but he would have conversations with me like, why don't you call me dad? Or at least pops. And he didn't start asking me that until we were all living together. So when I was 9 and I met him, he didn't immediately try playing the dad role. He tried being my friend first, which, looking back now older, is such a green flag. Like, he did everything so right. Because there are stepdads that'll come in like, I'm your father now. Or I don't fucking know. They just try taking charge. Like, who are you? But yeah, he tried being my friend first and just kind of seeing who I am as a person, and just kind of got to know me. And then maybe when I was about like 12 to 13, he started bringing up little things like, why don't you at least call me Pops? Why Jason? Like, little jokes like that, but he wouldn't even bring that up often, but I remember. And that started when I was 12 or 13, and I'm gonna be 23, and I still call him Jason. And that's something that I've honestly cried in the shower about. That sounds so sad. And maybe he doesn't even care now. Like, he probably just, I don't know. I think he thinks about it. I think it pops in his head because I'm his only child and I don't even call him dad. And I don't know. Like, I'm not saying like I have to call him dad now. Like, I don't know if it would just feel weird now. I think it'll feel weird me saying it out loud. I refer to him as my dad to everyone, but I just feel like we should have the conversation, because from his perspective, it just got swept under the rug and never talked about again. Because that's how I see it. And if that's how I see it and I'm the one dwelling on it, he's thinking about it too. Or he's thought about it. So that's just something I want to bring up. And I feel like us moving to Virginia and just getting closer to his family and just being closer to family is just gonna bring more vulnerability and heartfelt moments. That's what I'm expecting. And I don't know, I could just see the conversation coming up. And I just want the conversation to come up before the day comes and he dies, because we take life for granted and it could end at any moment. And I get in my moments where I just think about the possibility of him just dying, and I never have that conversation. And I don't know, it gets to me a lot. But also my guard being so up and being awkward with emotions keeps me from speaking on it, and I just beat myself up for it. So that's another goal I have, is to have that conversation with my dad, because I really want to have it. I'm just really awkward. And he is awkward. He says he's not awkward, but he's fucking awkward. Like, I get my awkwardness from him and my mom, because we're fucking both introverts. Damn. But yeah, I guess those are my goals for now. My video's about to be at 35 minutes, almost 40. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta end this shit. Yeah, so those are my goals. If you guys, anyone stuck around for this long, you're stronger than our vets. I'm kidding. Please don't hate me, especially if you're a vet. Thank you for your service. Total joke. But yeah, I will talk to you all later. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Bye.